You're watching live from the Plaza Stories, where we go deeper than the headlines and give you the full picture. This is the story of a man who was so feared in the streets of Brooklyn that when one of the hottest rappers in America disrespected his girlfriend, he walked up on him at a radio station and then shot at his security team at a hotel. A man who dated Lil Kim while running a murder-for-hire operation, who went on Wendy Williams' radio show and said things that have never quite been erased from hip-hop's collective memory, who after being charged with 6 murders spent years in a federal prison hospital being forcibly medicated to make him competent to stand trial. This is Damion World Hardy, the most dangerous man Lil Kim ever loved. Part 1. Lafayette Gardens and the Cash Money Brothers. To understand World, you have to understand where he came from: Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. The Lafayette Gardens housing projects, 7 buildings, each at least 13 stories tall, 2,680 residents. In the 1990s, it is one of the most contested drug territories in New York City. Damion Hardy and his brother Myron Wise Hardy build what becomes the Cash Money Brothers, the CMB, wresting control of the crack cocaine trade away from established rivals through sheer force. The FBI later says CMB has a rotating roster of around 50 members. The prosecution would describe what World built as a world of violence. He is not rapping about the streets, he is running them. Part 2. The Get Money Irony. Here is one of the most extraordinary coincidences in this entire story. Lil Kim's 1995 hit, Get Money. The video features a man appearing as Kim's love interest. That man is Ivory Peanut Davis, the very same Ivory Davis who is one of CMB's most bitter rivals. The man whose nephew would kill World's brother. The man that World would allegedly have killed in retaliation. The man in Lil Kim's love interest video is the man her future boyfriend would allegedly send someone to murder. You truly cannot write this. Part 3. Myron's Murder and the Revenge Campaign, June 12, 1999. World's brother Myron Wise Hardy is shot and killed in Lafayette Gardens in a drug turf war. World is locked up at the time. When he gets out, he investigates. And what federal prosecutors allege follows is a campaign of systematic revenge killings. 6 murders, all allegedly ordered by World, all allegedly carried out primarily by hitman Aaron eBay Granton. He handed out death sentences with a single line. "He has to go," the prosecutor told the jury. World's order was to kill on sight. Part 4. The 50 Cent Connection. Homicide, bomb, and the chain reaction. One of the men allegedly killed by CMB is Daryl Homicide Bomb, a Brooklyn stick-up man who was close friends with Mike Tyson, actually living at Tyson's home at the time of his death. Here is the thing about Homicide Bomb. Weeks before he was killed, he is alleged to be the man who shot 50 Cent 9 times in May 2000. 50 Cent later raps about it in Many Men.
In the Bible it says, what goes around comes around. Homo shot me, 3 weeks later he got shot down.
Saying Homo shot him, and 3 weeks later, Homo got shot down. Tyson was devastated. He dedicated a fight to Homicide.
Mike, is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8 seconds?
For this fight, I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight, I dedicated this fight to him.
He and another Brooklyn figure put a $50,000 bounty each on the heads of CMB leaders. Mike Tyson, 50 Cent, and Lil Kim all connect to World and the CMB through a single chain of events that nobody fully explains to the public. Part 5. World and Lil Kim. The Mansion, the Range Rover, the Abuse, 2002 and 2003. World and Lil Kim are together. He is the most feared man in Bedford-Stuyvesant. She is a Grammy-winning rap legend who just topped the Billboard Hot 100 with Lady Marmalade. They share a New Jersey mansion. They become engaged. She gifts him a Range Rover. He is described in news reports as masking his criminal operations behind the image of a hip-hop entrepreneur. And behind closed doors, according to Kim, who speaks about it years later, He is physically abusing her. She says she had multiple nose jobs as a direct result of being punched by Damion Hardy. He denies it, but she says it. And the nose, which becomes one of the most visible changes in her appearance over the years, is part of this story whether people connect it or not. Part 6, 50 Cent.
Look, Lil Kim was fucking with one of the realest gangsters in Brooklyn, right? World, right?
Yeah.
Was 50 scared?
No.
Where the fuck you go?
50 Cent is doing an interview at Hot 97 and makes a disrespectful comment about Lil Kim on air. This gets back to World. World does not send a message through an intermediary. He goes to Hot 97 himself and confronts 50 Cent directly outside the station right after the interview. It doesn't end there. In September 2003, World is suspected of being involved in a shootout with 50 Cent's security team outside a DoubleTree hotel in New Jersey. Think about what this means. 50 Cent is at this point arguably the hottest rapper in America. Get Rich or Die Tryin' just sold 872,000 copies in its first week. He has Eminem and Dr. Dre behind him, and World, a Brooklyn drug kingpin who the government is already building a murder case against, walks up on him at a radio station and a hotel parking lot because he talked about his girl. That is the level of person Lil Kim was with. Part 7, The Wendy Williams Interview, 2004. World goes on Wendy Williams' WBLS radio show, The Wendy Williams Experience. What follows becomes one of the most discussed and hardest to find interviews in hip-hop history. World uses the platform to make explosive claims. Allegations about secret societies running the music industry, Freemasons, claims about the sexuality of various industry figures, and most controversially, he calls Lil Kim an Eastern star and suggests she is part of an industry-wide conspiracy. He is unfiltered, grandiose, and completely willing to name names. The interview gets passed around on message boards for years as a mythologized lost recording. People who heard it describe it as one of the most extraordinary things they ever heard on hip-hop radio. Shortly after, in late 2004, World travels to the Middle East on what he calls a religious pilgrimage. He comes back describing himself as a messiah. He legally changes his name to Isa ibn Jibril. Some in the streets say the Wendy Williams interview and the breakdown that followed are connected. Others say there was genuine mental illness developing long before the interview. Nobody fully knows. Part 8, The Arrest, the Schizophrenia, and the Decade of Delays. 2005. Federal prosecutors indict World and 12 other CMB members on racketeering, narcotics, and murder charges. Then in 2008, a Bureau of Prison psychologist evaluates World and concludes he has schizophrenia and is incompetent to stand trial. His lawyers use this to delay the trial for years. He is sent to a federal prison hospital in Missouri. He attacks guards and inmates. He puts his hand through his cell's food slot demanding legal papers and has what is described as a psychotic emergency. The government gets court orders to forcibly administer powerful antipsychotic medication, Haldol, to make him capable of standing trial. His lawyers fight it. His lawyers lose. He shouts at the judge from a video screen, "Block, I'm ready to plead to something low. What about the medication? I wasn't supposed to be medicated this long." The judge tells him his lawyers are handling it. The whole thing drags on for over a decade. Part 9, Guilty on All Counts, Life in Prison. April 2015, Brooklyn Federal Court. Damion World. Hardy is convicted on all counts. 6 murders ordered, drug trafficking, attempted murder, kidnapping, robbery. His hitman, eBay Granton, is convicted of 5 of the killings as the triggerman. The courtroom is packed with the families of the people they killed. "I prayed for this day," one victim's relative says outside. "It's been a long time waiting." The judge sentences both men to mandatory life in prison. Hardy is 40 years old. The man who once shared a mansion with one of the most famous female rappers in the world, who confronted 50 Cent at a radio station, who gave an interview on Wendy Williams that hip-hop circles still discuss, will die in a federal prison. There is no coming back from this. What does this story tell us? It tells us that the world Lil Kim came from and the world she was connected to was not a metaphor. It was not a music video. When the Hot 97 shooting happened in 2001, when Kim went to prison for lying to protect the people around her, when the CMB case unraveled in court, all of it connects back to the same streets, the same men, the same violence that was always right next to the music. World is not a cautionary tale about hip-hop. He is a cautionary tale about what happens when you build an empire on murder. You get life to think about it. Drop in the comments. Did you know about Damion World Hardy? Because this is one of the most extraordinary stories the hip-hop world has never fully told. This has been Live from the Plaza.